Welcome to Plastic Profiles. I'm Agent Chuckles.
It's Steve, the writing dad.
Oh, man, I'm so excited for today. I say that all the time, but I'm very excited. I was thinking, is there a property that has as many classic villains as G.I. Joe does? Because really, each one, when you get down to the nuts and bolts, I don't know that. I mean, I know DC, the Batman villains, the Rogues Gallery. Pretty strong. It's pretty strong.
I love
but I'm not sure outside of the DC roster. Every hero has a villain, but Batman's villains in particular, I think, are the only ones that can beat G.I. Joe's villains.
No.
I don't mean in terms of fighting. I mean in terms of depth and quality more than, I think Solomon Grundy could probably kill every one of Cobra's, characters. But
can you imagine the Joker as a Cobra?
He would be unpredictable. Then you see Cobra Commander trying to order him around, and Joker's just like, I poisoned the Cobra water well. Why did you do that?
I don't know.
I thought it'd be funny if it happened to us for a change. Yeah. I'm surrounded by fools.
And then he goes to Cobra Commander like, tell me about it, bub.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I did you a favor.
This way, we weed out the weak ones.
Have I introduced you to Henchman Bob? He's my favorite.
Come here, Bob.
And Lawrence. Welcome to Plastic Profiles. What we do here at Plastic Profiles is we take a classic G.I. Joe file card. Yeah, I'm doing the crunching again. Good. Take a classic G.I. Joe file card. We analyze it. We break it down to its nuts and bolts. Then we take that corresponding classic figure and weigh it versus a modern interpretation, the G.I. Joe Classified series figures, and determine which of those two figures, sometimes it's 3 or 4, but which of those two figures, in terms of today's episode, are better represented by the file card.
Yeah.
Don't let this fool you. Don't fall for the okie doke. Woo!
Yeah. Watch the hands.
Yeah. So, today is Major Bludd. We've done some good villains already. We've done the Baroness. We've done Storm Shadow. But now we're getting into the real freaks and weirdos.
Oh.
And this is going to be a good one today, I think.
Yeah.
So then after we do that, after we decide which of those characters is better represented by the file card, then we do something that, I can't stop. It keeps trending on the Twitter, and
I just checked it today. 1 million followers. Like, it's just crazy. Crazy.
We can't beat them off with a stick.
I can't even walk out my house anymore. Everybody's like,
it's just like, who are you gonna cast in the movie today? You're like, stop, go home.
Watch the show.
Needless to say, casting call is the next thing, is what we do. Once we've decided which figure is the best, as far as the most representative of that character, then we do casting call, where we decide who's going to play him in a movie.
Yeah.
Him or her. There's no rules, except the one rule that sometimes we don't even go by. But the rule is the character has to be from the general location, state, country as the character. The actor has to be from the same place as the character. So,
unless
for example,
space, and there
characters
from that area.
That's right. Well, yeah. If there's someone's from, say, Texas, then we want the actor to be from Texas. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Do it.
Major Bludd. Major Bludd.
Major Bludd. Look at that guy.
Yeah. The real freaks and weirdos. Here we go.
No.
So here's his file card from 1983. He's a mercenary, codename Major Bludd, file name Blood Sebastian, primary military specialty terrorist. He went to terrorist school. Secondary Very special.
Graduated top of the class.
Yes, top of the class in terrorist school.
Mm-hmm.
Birthplace, Sydney, Australia. Grade 04 major. So, as a mercenary, he wouldn't be strictly part of any, I don't know if that's in Cobra's army if he's a major or if that's just his last. Well, we'll get into all that. But, yeah, it's unusual, the ranking system. So, Bludd received initial military training in the Australian Special Air Service, later joined the French Foreign Legion, worked as a military advisor in a number of countries, and is currently wanted for crimes in Rhodesia and Libya. Proficient with every form of infantry weapon in current use, Bludd has a tactical mind like a steel trap. Qualified expert, all NATO and Warsaw Pact small arms. Major Bludd writes poetry. Badly. A mercenary's job is a heartless one. I'm a soldier for hire. Like a pawn shop gun, my ruthless tactics keep you on your toes. Because I fight them all, whether friends or foes.
Oh, listen, there's something that just has, he has depth of the soul.
It's true. He's not just a pretty face.
No, he's not with a missing eye. No, I think, that's this one. So I'm going to just point out this real quick, just in case, if you guys when you guys are looking at this dude is some seriously bad news. All right. Because if you look around at this picture on the artwork that he has multiple dog tags hanging off of his neck. Yeah. Those his kills? Are those his pen pals? Like you never know.
Or is he's worked in so many places, those are his old name tags?
Those are his old name tags. Again.
I got Toys R Us here. I got Walmart here. This is Target.
I never took away the card. So I still have my employee card.
Yeah. I was a lifeguard at the gym one summer.
I did a stint at the YMCA.
The benefits weren't great.
That's why I went to terrorism.
There's more money in terrorism.
There's more money in terrorism.
So this is where the blood started flowing. The Special Air Service Regiment, officially abbreviated SASR, though commonly known as the SAS. Now, this is the Australian version. England's got an SAS, and this is sort of modeled against that. Is a special forces unit of the Australian Army, formed in 1957 as a company. It was modeled on the British SAS, with which it shares the motto, "Who dares wins." Expanded to a regiment in August 1964, it is based at Campbell Barracks in Swanbourne, a suburb of Perth, Western Australia, and is the direct command unit of the Special Operations Command. So that was, he started there. He left the SASR to joining the French. I swear I copied. Okay. Man.
A couple of guys that we've already run through, French Foreign Legion comes up quite a bit. That's like where all the guys just go. I don't know what to do. I'm going to join the French Foreign Legion. Let's just go.
They'll take anybody. He's left the SASR to join the French Foreign Legion. The French Foreign Legion is a corps of the French army that consists of several specialties: infantry, cavalry, engineers, and airborne troops. It was created in 1831 to allow foreign nationals into the French army. It formed part of the Armée d'Afrique, the French army's units associated with France's colonial project in Africa, until the end of the Algerian War in 1962. So here's what I put together. So Bludd is wanted for crimes in Rhodesia, which became Zimbabwe in 1980. The Rhodesian Bush Wars were from 1964 to 1979, began just after the Algerian War. So add to the fact that Libya is located next to Zimbabwe, we could kind of see a trail of his swath that he cut through Africa, and then he's just like
of terror.
Yeah, I need to get out. Yeah. So here we've got his packaging. As you mentioned, he's got all the dog tags. He's got that arm, it's debate whether it's some sort of a blast arm protection from his missile-firing pistol, or if it's a robot arm. I think there's different. iterations that this arm only does the robot. Different iterations treat it differently. The file card doesn't really say one way or the other. So I don't really think we need to make too big of a deal of it, but it's kind of cool, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And all the classic images of the G.I. Joe packaging and the figures are all brought to us by 3djoes.com. 3D Joes, 3D Joes, 3D Joes.
I thought you were going to do some like rhyme or cool catchphrase.
That was it. That's all they need.
I was waiting like, ooh, what did he got now? Oh,
it's not about the glitz and glamour with 3D Joes.
You're going to remember 3D Joes.
Yeah. It's not about the glitz and glamour. They bring a solid game. They don't need to wow you.
No.
But they do.
And
you spin those figures around in the 3D motion like you're playing with it. So here's his breakdown. He's got his projectile pistol. He's got a backpack with extra projectile missiles in there. And then he's got a pistol molded on his leg. Very much like you would expect an officer to be loaded out, although the projectile missile firing pistol might be a little much. But, it's handheld. He's not carrying a giant whatever. He's got all the dog tags. We see that. And then, his arm that we don't quite know what it does. The classified Major Bludd box. The artwork's by Carl Kopinski. You can find him at carlkopinski.com or on Instagram at Carl Kopinski. Pretty cool. Pretty cool artwork. Actually, definitely adds a layer of character to him that maybe you don't quite get from the original sculpt. Yeah. It does kind of look robotic there in that interpretation.
Yeah, it does.
Again, it doesn't say the file card, so it doesn't really, but it's cool. And here's his breakdown. He's got a removable helmet. He's got two pistols, one big honking one, and then one that you can hook the projectiles to. He's got the extra missiles that go in his backpack or can hook on his pistol. He's got a backpack, and then the dog tags are loose if you want to.
Bling.
Yeah, you can fling them around on his finger.
That's right.
Fling in action.
That dude goes to the club. He gets all the girls.
Yeah. So, I know it's a blood. Which blood is more bloody? They're very similar. They are. But I think I don't know. I want to lean towards a classified figure because of the detailing in his face. You really get a sense that he's seen some things.
Yes.
So I think I'll lean towards that. It's very close, but I'm going to lean towards the classified figure, I think. What do you think, Stephen?
I think I'm going to go with the classified figure as well, just because I like, the whole setup. He looks grizzled, right. And that's when you think mercenary,
right?
Especially somebody who's been through all the mess that he's, been through. That's immediately where my mind goes to. Okay, that right there. The classic figure, cool, right? Basic because it follows pretty much what he is. He's a mercenary. He has to travel light,
Right.
But I think, like you said, I'm gonna co-sign on that. The facial details on the classified version versus the classic, one looks more like a grizzled mercenary. That guy's been in the stuff. He's seen it. He's been. Right. The other one kind of, with the stash looking the way it looks, kind of looks like a 70s, porn star, like
with a mo haircut.
Yes, so I'm gonna go with the with the classified version all day.
Yeah, it's not quite close enough for a tie because, as I've done before, when it's more of a tie, I tend to lean towards a classic figure. But you just get more of a presence from this new one.
Yes. Oh, immediately. But I also like that they switched out the gun, that he's holding. And he doesn't have the missile gun.
Oh, he has it.
Does he?
Yeah, it's just not in that picture. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, so if you look at the picture it's the one by the dog tags, the one closest to. So he's got a big, he's got the Hellboy pistol, and then he's got the missile firing pistol. Basically.
I like him with the Hellboy pistol. That just looks pretty cool.
Yeah. He's a lousy shot, but he uses really big bullets.
Yeah, well, you don't need to be a marksman when you have a missile. Like that's what they made shotguns and missiles for. I don't need to aim. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just point me in the general direction, and we're fine. I'll get them. Yeah, classified.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. You're up first. Who you got?
Okay, I got. I'm going to show you now. Because I got this.
I wonder if we picked the same person. I'm interested to see.
You know what? I don't know. We might have. But my guy is, you know him. You may love him. You may hate him. You've seen him in multiple things. The guy has range. And he is
Russell
Crowe.
Oh, okay.
Russell Crowe. The Thunder from Down Under. All right.
Yes,
now,
he is.
I can see Russell Crowe being this guy. Russell Crowe can be a jerk. He can be a badass. He can be anything you need him to be. But I can see him being, Major Bludd. He's out there. He doesn't care if you like him. Just pay him. That's it. Pay him. And then he'll go out. If he has to wear a gladiator uniform or a costume, he will. If he needs a patch, he will. If he needs to gain weight, he will. If he needs to put on muscle, he can. But look at that grizzled face when he's not smiling. Have you seen when he attacked those reporters? Like he threw a phone at one of them. Imagine that guy as Major Bludd.
He's not his most grizzled.
Yes, he is not playing. That's the guy. That's the guy. Major Bludd all day.
All right.
Frost makes the blade stick. Yeah, that's my guy.
Right. So, let me add that back to the stream. So, my pick is because the character I think that I'm most known for, I can kind of see him. There's sort of parallel characters in my mind.
Okay.
And that would be Jai Courtney.
Oh.
Captain Boomerang.
Oh. I like the stash already.
Captain Boomerang with bad poetry. Yeah, and then when I saw this picture of him, I go, "Oh, that's Major Bludd before he's kicked out." And
that's when he first joined the French Legion.
That's right.
He was just starting baby steps in his terrorist career.
Yeah.
You see him in his eyes. He has it like, what trouble and shenanigans am I going to get into Rhodesia today? Like,
we really want to burn some stuff down in Rhodesia.
Yeah. Then go to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Libya.
Libya's just asking for it.
That's right.
Awesome.
Ready. He's ready.
I don't know who wins this one. That's a good call. I suppose they wouldn't be for the same part of Major Bludd. It'd be which Major Bludd are you looking to? Yeah. Interesting.
So if they do like a beginning of Origins, your guy, when he's young, fresh face, ready to get into some terrorist acts. Right.
Are you not entertained?
Later on,
Russell Crowe, he's already got some years. He's a veteran in this. You know, he's bounced around a couple of countries, you know, a couple of legions, and you know, Cobra pays him pretty well.
He's the master and the commander.
That's right. That's what he does. You know, he figured out the stash game, and he got it. Mm-hmm. I like it. I think that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, the kids can go back to bed now. Now they know who we picked.
You guys are waiting for it, and I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Oh yeah.
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 You guys can hear it at home, but there's literally a crowd outside both our homes right now.
Go home.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I gotta every day I gotta wade through all these people wondering what the next casting call gonna be.
Whoa, what's going on over there? Hey, get out of here! Whoa, what about casting call? Stop it!
That's it.
Well, that was plastic profiles.
And
Major Bludd. We determined that the classified Major Bludd is the ultimate Major Bludd between the two figures.
yes,
And then we casted him in the movie.
that's right. We're ready to see this movie play out. I'm ready.
So if you liked what you saw, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And if you liked hearing from us, we do all the social media things. We are, and our links will be down in the description.
Yeah. See, I got it right this time. See where I pointed? Immediately.
Yeah.
There was no.
It's a repetition thing. The more you do it,
you figure it out.
You could even high five.
That's it. Hey! You literally high five.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. That stings.
That was a cross-country high five.
That's right. It stings the nostrils.
Okay. Well, that'll do it. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. And
yeah.
Joe, everybody.
Settle down, guys. We'll come back with another one.
We're doing it again next time.
Gosh.
So annoying.
The price of fame.
It's a steep price.
No, it's not. But we pay it gladly.
Yes. We do it for you. We do it for you.
Friends, tell your father, tell your mom, aunts, uncles, cousins, the kids you babysit, whatever. Every kid, everybody. All right.
Yo, Joe, everybody.
All right.